guys, and welcome back to Surviving Java Season 2. A little bit trippy going down this tunnel at this sort of speed, especially in this angle. But today's episode, I'm not overly sure as to what it is I want to do. So I thought to start things off, oh my god, the amount of magma cubes there. To start things off, I think that we'll just head out and we'll do like a little bit of a ancient debris run. Just in order to get sort of stockpiling resources for when we need them, because I actually tore through a lot of my ancient debris upgrading an entire shulker full of picks from where I was digging out on one of the projects I'm in the middle of. I've sort of torn through the majority of my reserve. Oh, there we go. If we just take a little turn here, I sort of tore through the majority of my reserve, and I would like to get up to at least around about a stack of ancient debris, which is what I would be comfortable with. We'll leave the boat there. If no, apparently we won't. Apparently we have to take the boat with us. Oh, come on, really? Is it going to be one of them days where everything just goes against me? There we go. So we'll head out to the tunnel bore and we'll do a little bit of ancient debris mining whilst I sort of think of a project to tackle for today. I'll see if anyone else hops online. I know that Sai's offered to help me work on a farming project over at our industrial area, so we may move on to that. I also do want to go scouting out on the outskirts in the world where we're getting it trimmed for 1.18. I didn't, or someone didn't tidy up lava. I'm not too sure who was here last. As long as the machine isn't blown up in any way, we're good. So we'll just go pick up a bunch of these blocks and patch up the lava. Let me grab all of this stuff. Thank you very much. Awesome. And then we're going to sort of patch up this. So can we just like do that? Hopefully it's like a 1 dot lava source. Are we good? I think we're good. Yeah. I will have to take out this gravel as well on the far right hand side, because otherwise we may get an issue where it stops the TNT from flying forward, which happens more often than you could think, considering I've had to rebuild this about 5 times. But yeah, when we're getting the well trimmed, I want to sort of go out and scout the outer edges warm ocean biomes, look for buried treasure in order to stockpile a bunch of the hearts of the sea. So obviously where the well's getting trimmed, all of that area is going to be regenerated with hopefully a new pool of loot. So that way if any newcomers come to the server, they're not having to travel miles upon miles out in order to find like hearts of the ocean and whatnot. Is it hearts of the ocean or hearts of the sea? I can never seem to remember. But it looks like we've got a fairly decent collection of blocks now. So we just hit this and we can start our run going forward. What's the bet we hit a massive pool of lava? No. Oh, no. We did actually hit a lava pocket over here. So we'll just go patch this up. I should really have a fire resist potion on me, but I have not taken them out yet. So, okay. We're good on this side, I think. Awesome. So yeah, let me sort of crack on with this ancient debris run. I want to get at least 32 bits of ancient debris before moving on. And once I've done that, I will bring you back. So yeah, catch you back in a bit. Alright then guys, so after about an hour and a half to 2 hours of using this tunnel bore, we've managed to reach our goal of, well, we managed to get over 32 because when I got the 32nd bit, the rest of them, I think it was an extra 3 bits I found just in this line here. And you could probably tell from the replay footage that I hit a massive lava pocket on this right hand side of the machine when it's moving, and it stretched for around about 50 to 100 blocks. So every single bit that went off, I was having to swim up the lava stream in order to patch up the ceiling in order to continue moving forward. Also, as you could probably tell, we've entered a crimson forest, which means I've been hassled by hoglins and piglins non-stop that have been driving me freaking insane. But we managed to get enough ancient debris that I can now warrant heading back, because I absolutely hate coming out here and going back with less than 32 bits of ancient debris. So if we have a look in our ender chest, we've got 39 already. So we can get back to over a stack. What can we take out of here? That doesn't really necessarily need to be here. That can go in there. So now we've got a stack and 10, which is excellent. We've also got 4 hearts of the sea already, but I definitely want around about 9 or 10 before we go for the reset. So what I'll end up doing is heading back to base, sort of unloading and sorting out all of my gear, because I've had to swap it all over in order to put this stuff on. Where did I put it? I put it all in this one here. So I'm going to have to... Did I hear a crossbow? No? Okay, I think we're good. So yeah, let me sort out all my gear, and then once I'm back out on the water and out past where I know's already been raided, I'll bring you back. So yeah, catch you back in a bit. Alright then guys, so we're now finally out the Nether, and I absolutely hate how dark it is in the Nether. I don't realise just how much I hate it until I'm back out into the overworld where it's actually nice and sunny and clear. Thankfully. I have actually flown over here. It's around about 5,500 blocks away from spawn. And I did actually hit a temple, or a desert temple, as well as a village, which is just over that way. And I've already claimed some loot, so I've been just picking up the workstations, hay bales, and then the horse armor and whatnot. I've got them from the desert temple, yeah, just like I was saying. And we have actually come across our first sunken ship over here. I'm fairly sure this area hasn't been sort of raided, because it took a second or two for chunks to sort of load. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Well, we've definitely got some loot. I'm just going to grab everything. And then the other chest should be down here. Thankfully, we've got a buried treasure map. So let's see where this one takes us. We want to go south and then east, I do believe. Is that correct? I know south and something. It will be south and then west, not east. Yeah, that's my mistake. I keep on getting turned around when I'm trying to use the compass in the top right. So if we just head straight west and then a little bit more south. I do believe it's this way. Yeah, there we go. So it's now loading in. Hopefully, because I know this area has been loaded before, I don't know whether or not the treasure here is going to be done, but by the looks of it, there is no signs of people having dug here. So let's just sort of line up our position. Let's get a shovel on our hand, and it should be somewhere around this area here. And I have no idea how deep it's going to be, so it's alright. The thing about it is when I know the area is going to be getting sort of reset anyway, I'm not overly concerned about going absolutely crazy when digging. But that's our first heart of the sea on our trip out here. We only need to get another, that would be 5, so another 5 more. Is it 5 more? How many did I have? I said I wanted 10, didn't I? And we have got 4, so that's 5. You know what, let's keep that out so we just know. So we want 6 in total, and it doesn't mean I'm going to have to go flying around again. You know, I'm going to keep that treasure map on me just for the time being. Otherwise, I am going to get very confused and turn it around as to which ones we've done and which ones we haven't. So let me put away all of the sand, because otherwise Well, I may as well keep the sand considering how often I actually go out gathering sand, rather than having to put it away every time. I do want you back in my offhand. And then I'll go looking for the next sunken ship. God, where are you? Anywhere around here? I don't think I could tear much more of this area apart, even if I tried. Oh my god, okay, sure. My inventory is actually filled with crap considering I've been digging for so long. Let's get rid of you. Grab all of you. And break you. Oh my god. That one actually took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I actually tore away this entire corner section of land in order to try to find it. Yeah, but rather than bringing you through the tormenting experience that some of these are obviously going to seem to be, I'll just bring you back for the finding of the actual treasure chest. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you back in a bit. Okay, so we're at the next one, and we have a bunch of garbage plus another heart of the ocean. Heart to sea. I keep on getting it wrong. I don't think I've yet got it right in this episode, so yeah. So that is 3 out of the 6. And can we fit the rest of this garbage in there? No, we cannot. Let's put you in there. You. Put you back into there. Buried treasure map, and we'll go on to the next one. Hopefully it's not as long, as I've been on the look for a sunken ship for the better part of around about 20 minutes in order to get to this one. So yeah, catch you at the next one. Alright, so at the next one now, and let's see what we have. This one didn't take nearly as long. It was around about 5, maybe 6 minutes. So we've got all of that garbage, so some more diamonds, another heart of the sea. I got it right this time, yay. And a bunch of other rando crap. So let's throw this in one of our boxes. Let's, not you. Let's see what we can throw. No, not you either. We want all of our hearts of the sea in the same one. Let's just see what else can go into there. Diamonds, some more sand. We don't want our water bucket in there. And we'll put the rest of that garbage in there, including the iron sword, because, you know, we can never go without that many iron swords. Although I don't think I've actually used an iron sword this season. I'm fairly sure I went straight from stone to diamond, so yeah. But we've got 4 out of the 6, and we are going to carry on until we find more. So if we venture, that's the ship that I just hit to come and get this one, so it wasn't that far of a trek. So if we just head eastwards, we should be able to find the next one. And there's actually an outpost which I might go check out just to the north first of all. Do outposts tend to have any reasonable loot, or is it just garbage? Like, I honestly can't remember. It's been so long since I actually went to one of these. Yeah, it's just garbage. But I will take this bottle and just go a sploosh. Just repair a little bit of our elytra. That's halfway dead. So yeah, I'm going to crack on and see if we can't find another sunken ship. Okay, I think we're up to number 5 out of the 6, and we've got another iron sword. Yay! Can you hear the excitement in my voice? Is it just over the top excitement? No, I just want to get as many of the heart of the seas that I can, and I think 10 is a reasonable number, because otherwise, if this was an area that I knew was obviously going to be stumbled across by another person, I would usually spend the time in patching it all up, not only so it looks nice, it's just so if someone else finds a map that leads to this location, then they're still going to think that the treasure is there, which is part of the fun of patching it up for me, just so that they spend ages digging it out to see if they can find it. But yeah, because it's all getting reset, I don't mind leaving the holes and tearing apart the landscape for now. But yeah, we'll carry on, and once I found the 6th one, we can head back and try to actually do something building related, I guess, because it's been very resource gathering heavy this episode so far. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you back after I find the 6th one. Okay, I have torn away nearly every single bit of sand And gravel. Oh my god. I hate my life sometimes. I've torn away so much of the landscape. And yeah, let's just grab this and we can head on back and try to find something a little bit more building within my wheelhouse. Like this, I don't mind adventuring, but there's just endless searching for stuff. God, it does sort of drag on a bit when you're got your sort of sight set on one thing. Just like the netherite mining, I did not expect it to take a couple of hours. I was hoping that I'd be done within like an hour, but that clearly didn't go to plan. Did I put something in here that I wasn't meant to? Not that I can tell, but we've got all of our treasures and our hearts of the sea, so we can now let's get you out of that hand because it's taken up half my screen. Let's put you into there, and then let's get ender chest, you, and then what do we want to do? Hearts of the sea, there we go. And then we've got our 10 hearts of the sea. Over a stack of ancient debris, we've got a bunch of blocks of diamonds, 3 stacks of sponges, beacons, blocks of emerald, loose diamonds actually. Have we got, yeah, loose diamonds and loose emeralds. And you. Can you fit in here? So we've got a full stack of them and 19 of them. We've got like more emeralds than we know what to do with due to our villager trading thing. But yeah. Also, I had lost my pink shulker box, which is just like a random collection of tools, and I left it apparently at Clouds, and then I've just been told that well, I was asked actually if I checked the names on anything, and I was like no. So yeah, they've maxi pads, awesome, Joy sexy metal pants. I don't even know, I don't remember why or how I've got them on me. Name tags, manscaper. Come on baby, light my fire. Rough rider, water sports, horsey style, grinding on that stone, touch my rod, hot stuff, slut boy leash, and then loads of arrows of masochism. So they all stick to along a very familiar theme, at least. I'll give them that. So I can't really be angry about that. Not to mention that I would have been a little bit happier had I been told where my box was, because apparently I was telling Sai about it just, I think it was yesterday or the day before, saying that I was missing a shulker, and I couldn't remember what shulker, I just know it was the pink one, and they had obviously found it over at Clouds. But yeah, so thanks for that. Let's move on. Let's head back to base and sort of unpack all of the other crap that I've got in these shulkers. So yeah, I'll bring you back once we find something to do. Alright then guys, so I found a little mini project to sort of try our best to knock out at the end part of this episode, just purely so we have felt like we've actually done something somewhat productive today. And we're going to meet up with Sai. Sai is going to help us just on a very quick little project for a resource that I also do tend to need and run out of. If you're wondering where I am, this is the massive cauldron setup that Steak put up. Me and Sai actually came over and helped him lay down hundreds upon hundreds of cauldrons in order to get powdered snow. So this is actually where we get the powdered snow from, if you're wondering. But yeah, I'm going to go meet up with Sai. I'm just going to crack out a very simplistic sort of ice tray design, and then I'll bring you back once that's done. So I guess I'll catch you after this very short time lapse, I'm hoping. So yeah, catch you back in a sec. Alright then guys, so we managed to get the ice tray all done and dusted. It's a very simple design. The only thing that I didn't foresee happening is I've completely forgot that ice needs a solid block pretty much in order for it to actually form. So there needs to be like a solid block on the edge of where the water is in order for the ice to form. So I had the pretty smart idea of making some Frostwalker boots, and we already had some in order to do the gold farm, because obviously you need Frostwalker to stop yourself taking the tick damage on magma blocks. So my inventory is filled with garbage. Obviously there's a lot of stuff over here that needs to be sorted out, but let's throw the rest of this garbage in here. And that was where I was killing stuff and merging stuff along my route. Our silk touch pick, I'm just going to do a quick segment here so you can see how it sort of works. So we've got a big cross running across the center, which is all waterlogged half slabs, as well as the stairs running around the outer edge, which are also all waterlogged. And then that will constantly create this constant filling effect around the ice tray where you're sort of breaking the blocks. So as you can see, as long as I'm breaking all the blocks, the rest of them will then be filled with solid source blocks again. And surprisingly, pod salt is spreading underneath the ice somehow, and I have zero idea how that works, because I always thought that if there's even a remotely solid block, even water will tend to turn dirt to, well, pod salt or grass or mycelium over to dirt, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. Also, while we were building this, I almost fell down a cave, which is just at that far end over there. About 3 times I almost fell down it. I don't know if it'll be caught in the time lapse or not, but yeah, it was absolutely murder, sort of digging it out. It didn't actually take overly long. It was the better part of around about maybe 2 or 3 hours to dig it all out. And then first of all, we were waiting for the ice to sort of freeze, and it wasn't freezing, so me and Si was just fishing and breeding, I think it was rabbits, because Si wanted rabbits over at base. And then Si said, well, why don't we try Frostwalker boots? And I was like, okay, I would assume that, like, if ice doesn't form, then I thought they would have to be just a solid block. So I didn't realise that the ice caused by Frostwalker boots counted as a solid block. So if I stood here for like the next 15 to 20 minutes, you would see that none of this water will actually begin to freeze. And that is because there's no solid blocks. All of these are not counted as solid blocks because they're waterlogged. And if it's a waterlogged block, it's counting it as a source block of water as well as a sort of block. So this block here would then be the solid block, and because this one can't freeze, the rest of them won't freeze. Which, in fairness, if you wanted an area that was just completely filled with water but in an ice biome, having it so you got waterlogged blocks surrounding it is probably the best idea. Can we do something like this? So then all you have to do is, after you've cleared the area and sort of harvested a load of ice, you just walk around with your Frostwalker boots, and all of these blocks count as temporary solid blocks, which means the ice will then begin starting to form. And once you've got a few blocks of ice that are formed, then the rest of the ice will continue to form around it, which is extremely handy. So as you can see, we've already got 2 blocks there, another block there. So all that you want to do is, like, usually just do a little couple laps going around, make sure there's a few different like frozen blocks just so it's evenly spread. That way you're not waiting forever for the ice tray to refreeze. And in total, for a full harvest, we will get, I think it's just shy of 2 full shulkers of ice, which is pretty good, to be honest with you. It's not even a stack of blue ice, unfortunately, but it's around about the equivalent of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just shy of 6 stacks of packed ice. Now, obviously, you don't worry, if you've got icebergs on your map, there's no need to actually do this in order to get packed ice, but I tend to use ice quite a lot considering the amount of areas that I flood and need a constant source of ice for. So let me put this stuff away and hopefully we can sleep. These are the rabbits we were breeding, all of the demon bunnies with the red eyes. I believe that we took some of the black and white ones over the sides, and she has got a breeder up and running over at hers now, I think. I'm not 100% sure though if it's working or not, mainly because I helped design it, so it probably isn't. I was wondering why I left a box here, but I didn't leave a box here. I was just using my boots. So yeah. But yeah, that's unfortunately going to be all the time we've got for today's episode. I know that we was running tight on time already before even wanting to undergo this little project, and it is a relatively quick project and not a lot of time spent here on camera. But then if you add in with the netherite mine as well as the Hearts of the Sea hunt, I'm fairly sure we're well over our mark of 20 minutes. So hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. It's been a little bit ski with to begin with because I had no idea what I was planning on doing, but yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it nonetheless. And we've got another little farm for another resource that we needed, and we've restocked up on some of the valuable supplies that we were definitely lacking. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye. Oh, almost died.